Disclaimer: this is an imaginary story. Please don't relate it with any idol or any other person. It's nothing related to anyone's life. It's pure work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. It's a Notice 7 story. If you are soloist and can't see other members, then this story isn't for you. You are on wrong channel. Watch the story carefully, then comment. Be respectful and don't embarrass yourself. Whatever pics are shown in this story, they all have been taken from Google and Pinterest. The credit for them goes to their real owner. Storyline and voice are mine, so please don't copy that. Just yesterday, he was a boy begging strangers on the streets to save his brother's life. He had no home to return to, no food to fill his stomach, only desperation in his eyes and fear in his heart. And today, a mafia family has adopted him. He has found the family he once lost, but he wasn't happy. He hesitated. But the question remains, even after receiving everything he had ever prayed for, why isn't he happy? Let the story unfold and find together what it truly was that stopped him from embracing his happiness. What's the fear hidden behind his silence? Arthur's point of view. Cookie was admitted to the school. He was very happy. Finally, he was returning back to his normal childhood. Hobie, June, and Jungi were still struggling to get their hands forgiveness. Cookie was helping with household chores along with his studies. Jimin didn't let his young lose their hope. He always encouraged them. Cookie wanted to teach Titi, but Titi didn't like studying. He only wanted to play. Cookie forcefully tried to teach him, but he hid. Cookie quickly found him and forced him to teach alphabet, but Titi was so moody. He made his own alphabet. Watching them, Hyang remembered their struggles to teach Jimin in childhood because his whole alphabet started from A for apple and ended with Z for zoo apple. The next day, Jin brought tea cook to meet the child welfare team and the government team. They asked various types of questions regarding their past to the mafia family. After getting satisfied answers, they allowed Jin to adopt Tea Cook. Jin adopted them and informed Cookie, but Cookie wasn't happy. Something was bothering him, but what? Let's see what happens next. Cookie met Titi, Titi. Tea ran to him while jumping and eating strawberry.
Yes, Cookie hungry. Titi come. Titi so happy. Baby tasty strawberry Titi.
Cookie angrily snatched strawberry from his hand.
Titi won't eat strawberry anymore.
Tea looked at Cookie.
Cookie hungry eat tasty strawberry. Titi come more tasty strawberries. Baby come big box.
Cookie,
No. Titi won't eat a single strawberry.
Tea,
But me.
Cookie,
We
grabbed his ear and dragged to the wardrobe.
What's this? Why did Titi spread Titi's all the clothes?
Dragged him to the other side.
And what's this? Why are Titi's all the toys laying on the floor like this? Just yesterday, Cookie Hangi and Mini Hangi cleaned the room, and now Titi again spread it.
Tea,
Baby clean, clean. Cookie Hangi no worry.
said casually. Cookie,
When Titi spread the room, then why would Mini Hangi clean it? Titi will clean it.
left his ear.
And now,
Tea looked at him.
how Titi clean, clean? Titi cute little baby.
Cookie,
Don't you dare to show me this cute face. If Titi can spread the mess, then Titi can clean it too. Titi isn't a little baby who can't keep his stuff neatly. Until Titi clean this mess, Titi won't get any strawberry, and Cookie Hangi won't talk with Titi.
Tea,
No.
Cookie,
What no? Start moving your hand. When will Titi understand that is not our house? It's Ginny Hangi's house. Hobby Hangi doesn't like messy house. Yesterday, Hobby Hangi was scolding Chunni Hangi for spreading the mess. If Titi won't be a good boy, Hobby Hangi can throw Titi and Cookie Hangi out.
Tea,
Ouchie Hangi, no throw Titi Cookie Hangi out. Ginny say, now this house Titi Cookie Hangi.
Cookie,
It's not Cookie Hangi and Titi's house. It's only Ginny Hangi, Uni Hangi, Hobby Hangi, Juni Hangi and Minnie Hangi's house. Titi should always remember this.
Tea,
Wee!
Cookie,
Don't win and start moving your hands fast. Otherwise, Cookie Hangi won't talk with Titi.
Tea,
Oh, Titi, poor baby Titi, clean, clean. Cookie Hangi no mad.
Cookie sat on the bed and Tea started working lazily. He cleaned less and spread the house more, but Cookie didn't help him in cleaning. He only instructed him. June, Hang, you called us? Jin, come and sit. Everyone settled on the couch. Jimin, where are tea cook? Jimin, they are in their room. Titi again spread the toys and Cookie was scolding him and forcing him to clean the mess that he had created. Hobby, oh, my poor baby, I will go and talk with Cookie. Stood up and about to go. Jin, no need to go anywhere. Let Cookie handle Titi. Shungi, but Hyang, Titi is too small to do everything alone. Jin, if he can create the mess, then he can clean it too. No need to interfere in their work. June, Hyang, you call us. Is there any problem? Jin, can't I call you all without any problem? Or you all are so used to of creating a problem? June, I didn't mean that. Sorry. Look down. Jin, sorry. Really? Kim Namjoon, the former mastermind who never did any mistake, now saying sorry. Strange. I didn't expect this from you. June, in mind. Now, what should I say to him if I will tell him the exact reason he will taunt me, and if I don't give him a reason, he will taunt me too. It's better to stay silent and not reply to him. Jin looked at him. You are thinking that if you stay silent, then you don't get the taunt. June looked at Jin with shocked eyes. Am, am, am I thinking that loud? Yoongi elbowed him. You're this pale face saying everything. Jin, if you forget, then let me remind you that I'm your Hyang. I know you better than you know yourself. Jimin tried to save June. Hyang, have you checked the files that I sent you? Jin looked at Jimin. You can never divert my attention, so you better not try. I know very well when I have to do what. Yoongi, in mind, Hyang is on fire and they all kept adding fuel in his anger. Jin, I didn't call you all for wasting your and my time. I know you wouldn't be missing your power, but then also I'm giving you all the one last chance to prove your worth and earn your post back. Toss the file on the table. Here is the file of your mission. You have only 1 week to collect the information and make a plan. Only enemies' name and locations are mentioned in it. Accept it. You all have to get the information by yourself. How do you get that? I don't care. I want the result. If you failed in this mission, then you will never get your post back. I will permanently replace you all. I'm leaving everything on you. You have full freedom from member selection to taking the decision. From my side, you all are free. If you want, you can include Jimin in this mission. Choice is yours. I'm not sending him with you all as my secret spy. He is also the part of our mafia family. Stood up. Best of luck. This mission will decide your future in my kingdom. Left without looking at them. Men on call. Boss, what do you think about this mission? We don't have any clue. Jin, now you don't need to worry about the mission. Men, means, have you already planned everything? Jin, no, now we don't need to worry about anything. Men, boss, what are you saying? I don't understand. Jin, I handed this mission to Yoongi. He will lead the mission along with June and Hobie. Men, boss, they are away from the mission for a long time. We don't have any information about this mission. We know nothing. I don't think it will be the right choice to send them on this mission. Jin, even if a lion stays far away from the forest, it never forgets how to hunt. Hunting runs in its blood. They may have stepped away from this work for a while, but they know very well how to do it when the time comes. Don't worry, no matter what, we aren't going to lose this mission. Someone told me to give them a chance to prove their worth. They also deserve one last chance to prove themselves. Stay positive and leave everything on them. Cooking.
Jinny Hanky,
Jin, while cooking. Cooking.
can Cookie ask a question to Jinny Hanky?
Jin, ask. Cookie.
Why does Ginny Hangi always prepare food for everyone?
Jin smiled. Because I can't take a risk to leave my precious kitchen on my brothers. They won't take much time to destroy it. Cookie.
They aren't Titi who destroys everyone. Ginny Hangi also prepared the dish. He never destroys anything.
Jin looked at Cookie. Cookie, I love to prepare food for everyone. When they enjoy the every bite of food, it gives me satisfaction. Cookie smiled.
So it means Ginny Hangi loves everyone.
Jin, of course I do. Cookie,
But Ginny Hangi is angry at them.
Jin stopped cooking and looked at him. Cookie, love isn't limited with care. Anger is also the way to express your love. I'm their hang. It's my responsibility to keep them on right track. Sometimes I have to scold and punish them to make them realize their mistake. Yes, I'm angry, but it doesn't mean I don't love them anymore. It's for their own benefit. Sometimes doctor has to give us bitter medicine, but that bitter medicine works more efficiently than the sweet one. Understand? Cooking slowly nodded his head.
Yes, Cookie understood everything. But Hangi, should we always stay angry and never forgive our younger siblings?
Jin, no. Punishment is meant for teaching a lesson, not for hurting them. Once they realize their mistakes, we should forgive them. Cookie.
Then why isn't Ginny Hangi forgiving Juni Hangi, Hobby Hangi, and Juni Hangi? Cookie knows they made a mistake, but Ginny Hangi already punished them. They are so sad.
Jin. Cookie, some mistakes are big. You can't forgive them easily. They took their work for granted. Because of them, so many other people would suffer. Their sadness isn't enough. Cookie.
Then why doesn't Ginny Hangi give them a chance to prove themselves? Ginny Hangi should give them work. If they fail to complete the work, Ginny Hangi can continue their punishment, but without getting a chance, how would they prove that they learned their lesson? My mama always said that everyone should get the chance to fix their mistakes. Mistakes are a part of life. If we don't make mistake, we won't learn anything.
Hearing Cookie's voice, he remembered his mom's words that mistakes made a person better. He realized that he didn't give his brothers a chance to prove themselves. He punished them to make them realize their mistake, but still hadn't been given an opportunity to prove themselves. Cookie shook Jin.
Ginny Hangi, what happened? Did Cookie say anything wrong?
Jin smiled and slowly shook his head. No, I forgot something and you reminded me. Thank you. Cookie.
Then it means Ginny Hangi will give Juni Hangi, Hobby Hangi, and Juni Hangi a chance to get Ginny Hangi's forgiveness.
Jin gently pinched his nose. Of course, I will give them a chance to prove themselves that they learned their lesson. Jin smiled while standing at his room's balcony. They say right that there is no age of learning. Sometimes youngers give you the best advice and help you see what you can't see because of your anger and ego. Cookie is very mature than his age. He has a great instinct for combining the family. I know he will be the best young and a successful man in future. Look down here. He is. He never forget to inform his mama about the day. Cookie, looking at the moon.
Mama, how are you? You know, Titi became so naughty. Nowadays, he doesn't do any work. He doesn't listen to Cookie. To the Cookie school, the Titi. Trust me, Mama, Cookie doesn't want to scold Titi. But Titi doesn't understand anything. Titi spread all the toys and clothes. And when Cookie told Titi to clean it, Titi told Cookie that Mini Hanky will clean it. Yeah, now Titi is cleaning the room. Mama shouldn't be mad at Titi. Mama, you know, today Cookie is scared. No, nobody's scared Cookie. Here everyone is so good. They all really take good care of Cookie and Titi. You know, Mama, today Ginny Hangi took Titi and Cookie to a big office. There are so many uncle and aunts are asking questions from Titi and Cookie. Ginny Hangi adopted Titi and Cookie. They told now is our family. We are legally Kim now. Cookie is so scared. Mama, when Mama married Dada told the same. But after Mama went to God's home, Dada completely changed. When Dada brought new Mama also told Cookie that now she is our family. But after some times, she also changed. She started beating Cookie and Titi. New Mama told Cookie, there is nothing free. You have to pay for each and everything. Cookie is scared. Mama, Cookie doesn't have anything to pay Ginny Hangi. What if Ginny Hangi also changed as Dada and new Mama? What if he started beating Cookie and Titi? Or snatched Titi from Cookie? Cookie was so happy when they told Cookie that now Cookie and Titi are Kim too. But then Chunni said that now we are a family. Cookie is scared, Mama. Cookie doesn't want to lose Titi. Cookie has only Titi.
Cookie was sharing his fear and hesitation with his mama. His fear wasn't wrong because at such a very young age he understood that in this world there was nothing free of cost. Everything had a price. He trusted his dada and as a price he lost his mama. He trusted his new mama and as a price he lost his home. Now, except Titi, he had nothing to lose and he couldn't afford to lose his brother. He didn't distrust mafia family, but he was scared of his fate, who always rose a hope in his tiny heart, then snatched the dearest thing from him. Jin heard everything standing at the balcony. His heart clenched to hear Cookie's fear. He went to him and softly called, Jin, Cookie. Cookie turned to him,
Yes, Shinihangi?
went to him. Jin, what are you doing here? Cookie,
Cookie's talking, Mama. What happened today?
Jin, sit there. Sit here. I have to tell you something. Cookie immediately sat beside Jin.
See?
Jin, I gave Yoongi, Hobie and June a chance to prove themselves. Cookie happily.
Really? Thank you, Shinihangi. Now you will see. They all won't disappoint you.
Jin, you have this much trust in them? Cookie nodded his head vigorously.
Cookie saw in their eyes how sad they were feeling after hurting Shinihangi.
Jin, Cookie, we both are hangs for our siblings, right? Cookie slowly nodded his head.
Right.
Jin, so I'm going to do a hangs conversation. Listen to me very carefully. Cookie,
Uti.
Jin, you know, Cookie, Hyangis can't think about themselves. They first think about their younger siblings. Cookie,
Cookie knows this.
Jin, so you also know that Hyangi can't lie. They have to be honest. Cookie,
That's why Cookie never lies.
Jin, then tell me one thing honestly. When I adopted you two, instead of being happy, why did you get scared? Didn't you want to be a part of my family? Cookie shook his head vigorously.
No, Shinihangi. Cookie loves his family so much. This family is so good.
Jin, then why weren't you happy to get this news? Cookie,
Cookie has nothing to pay Shinihangi.
Jin, I never asked anything. Cookie,
But we have to pay the price to get something.
Jin, who said this? Cookie,
No, Mama. She said there is nothing free. Everything has a price.
Jin, yes, everything has a price, but not all the prices are paid with money. Cookie,
But Cookie has nothing to pay Shinihangi.
Jin, you have the most precious treasure. Cookie, scared.
Cookie can't give Shinihangi Titi.
Jin, I'm not talking about TT. I'm talking about love, care, and respect. Cookie,
But that's not the money.
Jin, they are more precious than the money. You just like my all the brothers. Now you two are my brothers too. Cookie,
Cookie doesn't want to be a burden on Shinihangi. Shinihangi already did so many things for Titi and Cookie.
Jin, taking care of someone doesn't call a burden. I'm doing this by my own free will. And if Cookie wants to repay me, then Cookie can help me in household chores. Cookie,
That Cookie always does.
Jin, then see, you aren't living here free of cost. You are paying me with your service.
Cookie, but it's still not enough. Cookie barely did anything.
Jin, if you look at it through our eyes, then yes, you did very little. But if you look at it according to your age, what you did was huge. I never did anything like this when I was as young as you. Cookie, always remember one thing: no work is ever small or big. What truly matters is the intention of the person doing it. Sometimes, even the smallest action can create the biggest impact. Cookie,
But Ginny Hanky did so much for us. Cookie only asked for permission to stay here. But Ginny Hanky gave us a home, prepared the room for us, brought clothes, toys, food. Ginny Hanky got the Cookie admitted to school, and now Ginny Hanky has even adopted us and made us part of your family. How will Cookie ever repay Ginny Hanky? Cookie doesn't have anything.
Jin, Cookie, whatever I did as a human being. One day you will also get a chance to do something for us. Nothing in life happened without a purpose. This is a two-way bond. Today I helped you, tomorrow you will help us. This isn't about favors, it's an understanding that lasts a lifetime. It's like, looks around. Yeah, like how we water plants, take care of them, and when they grow, they give us fruit. That doesn't mean we are doing them a favor or that they are repaying us. It's simply a nature process. If we start seeing everything as a favor, we will never be able to live freely because everyone needs someone's support at some point in life. Do you understand what I am trying to say? Cookie slowly nodded his head.
Little.
Jin smiled. Don't worry, very soon you will understand everything. But today, I want to make you a promise. We will remain exactly the way we are. Nothing will change. If bad people exist in this world, good people exist too. And if we never meet bad people, we would never learn the value of good ones. I know that because of everything you went through in the past, you are scared of family, and that's completely normal. But I promise you this: none of us will ever break your trust. We have already accepted you as our family, and you will always remain a part of it. The rest you will understand slowly. Life is very long. We will learn together and we will teach our siblings together too, right? Cookie smiled brightly.
Right, Ginny Hanky?
Jin opened his palm. Then come, let's go inside and see what our siblings are doing. Cookie, placing his tiny hand in Jin's large palm.
Uti, let's go, Ginny Hanky.
After betrayal, trusting again becomes difficult. It's even harder to make younger children understand such things because their world is still small and limited. Yet the truth remains: nothing in this world happens without a reason. Every event carries a purpose behind it, one that may not make sense to us today but reveals its meaning in the future. Will Cookie ever be able to repay the Mafia family? Will Mafia brothers prove their worth to their young? Will Cookie ever be able to accept the Mafia family as his own? To be continued. Author's note. That's it for today. I hope you all liked it. The story has now reached its final stage. Next part will be the last one. When we as an adult can't understand the real motive behind a person's action, then how will Cookie, being a little boy, understand it? His hesitation and fear wasn't wrong once he had borne so much pain in just a little age. Once bitten, twice shy, after getting betrayed by his step parents, now he didn't want to trust on anymore. Not because of doubts, but because of to not lose his the most precious treasure, his brother. Teacock helped Hanks to get their forgiveness. Let's see how will they remove Cookies this fear. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with the last part. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share, and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.